Well, hello everybody, how y'all doing? So I decided to come up here and do a little quick video, get a little bit of YouTube energy vibe and everything going on. I really honestly skipped over Uranus. I think I knew somewhere down the line that Uranus was going in retrograde, but I've really been focused on Pluto and Jupiter. So today I had a conversation with my daughter. And when she called me, she was talking to me about Uranus. And I was like, dang, you just reminded me. And we just got into a little bit of Uranus energy. And I said, you know what? Basically, it kind of made sense to me a little bit. So I want to come up here and use a little bit of YouTube energy. Try to make a little quick video and feel this Uranus. Now on my calendar and on Google, my daughter Google searched while we was on the phone together, and it showed that Uranus was in retrograde today. On my calendar it shows retrograde today. And in my book it shows retrograde for September. My little book I have right here. Oops. My little book I have right here. It shows September the 1st. Now, when I go to astroseek.com, it shows a station, but it shows it goes in retrograde on September the 2nd. So we got August 31st. That's 831. Oh, they're going to 12. Okay. August 31st is one of the days of proclaim. And Uranus is retrograde 12 days at 27 degrees 15 seconds. And the day is total up to a 12, 8/3/21. And then in my book, it has September the 1st. That's a 10 though. And online at astroseek.com, it has September the 2nd, and that's 11. So it goes from 10, it goes from 12, 10, and 11. What it is retro? So basically, I guess, could it be saying that this retrograde Uranus role could be playing, like if we're talking about the tarot cards, right? Now that's between strength, justice, and the hermit. 11 is definitely the justice, and 12 is the hangman. And dependent on the style of the tarot deck. So we have potentially the strength card, the wheel of fortune, the hermit card, the justice card, and the hangman card. So that's a total of 5 major arcanas potentially. And then in the month of August, it has 5 days and being at 27 degrees 16 seconds. And in September it has 7 days, the first week, from the 1st to the 7th. And then you got your 2, which would mean 2 months. But how can this code actually, or what is the code meaning between a societal level and a personal level? I think that's what the controversy is going to be at. For example, right now I'm looking at September the 2nd, right? So we still have Mercury in Leo. We got Venus, like I said, what day? I think Venus, because last time I did my video, I said Venus should, I never went to check, Venus should be in Libra by Wednesday at least. So it went into Venus by my book on the 30th. Mars and Jupiter in Gemini. Saturn, Neptune in Pisces. Pluto is now, will be in Capricorn. Could be in Capricorn now too. I'm just already on the 2nd. I mean, you talking about Virgo. The moon is in Virgo on the 2nd at 9 degrees, 52 seconds. So there goes 7. So you're talking about the 7 days. And what is Uranus reminding anybody of? A masculine or a feminine? But regardless, it's still a crone type of energy. It's still an ancient type of energy. And the number 9 really represent ancient stuff. So Virgo being in the moon on September the 2nd at 9 degrees. The ascendant and descendant is at 12 degrees. The MC and the IC is at 19 degrees. And you're talking about September the 1st. And then Uranus connection. Oh my goodness. Uranus is connected with Saturn. Look like got a little bit of Lilith and Venus. It got a lot of connections on September the 2nd. Let me see what's going on with Uranus. Hold on. I ain't gonna be too long. Let's see what I can see on the easy way without trying to stress my mind out. Uranus. Uranus has a square with Mercury. Sextile with Neptune, a trine with Pluto. And it's not showing this Lilith connection. And they're the number 3. So you're talking about 12 days, number 3. Trining with Pluto sextile. Trine with Pluto, sextile Neptune. And square with Mercury. So who's playing the bad guy? You know, if Uranus is in this kind of disguise, this masquerade ball type of energy, because that's what I'm really picking up off of Uranus, is like a real masquerade ball type of energy. That means when it's filtering all the way through, what is what, who is what. So we're talking about people going through identity crisis about to come about. Now, in a retrograde period, we went through a stage with the changes of history repeating itself, when a lot of people are having concerns about identity issues that it raised a lot of notions on mental health and all kinds of other programs. So it seemed like we about to go through an identity dilemma with this beginning of this retrograde. Now, where is Jupiter with all of this? Jupiter have a sextile with Mercury and square with the moon. And sextile in Chiron. So relationships gonna be real heightened. All types of relationships, all type of business relationships. So I think right now when this moon really goes into Virgo, while it's retrograde, I think this moon gonna set it off in Virgo. I think a lot of loyalty, lust. I mean, it's an identity problem. It's an identity issue. So sexuality got something to do with it. Finances got something to do with it. But how is that going to trickle down and where is it going to affect? You know, in the United States, different states around here is economical driven. You know, some states are known for tobacco. Some states are known for oranges. Some states are known for apples. Some states are known for car productions. So, you know, we're talking about an economical impact within the states. So it's 50 states and a few territories, whatever way to do it, right? So that can be adding up in the sequences of how it go. It could be lining up with the way that the Constitution got signed among the United States. Like this is a real intriguing pattern. And being that it's a masquerade ball, I don't know everything about history. And I'm not even saying if I did know it would make a difference. I think Uranus would have to program me to be that historic and type of junkie for it to matter. But because I'm a simple person and intuitive, I have a different matter in it. So, you know, I think people with expertise in certain subjects is really going to get affected in this situation. I think we aiming at with this Libra notion that can be involved up in here between the dates of September the 2nd by astroseek.com, and we got a Libra. We're talking about an off balance in the scale about to happen. But in the off balance of the scale, it's going to feel, I don't know how it's going to feel. I think it's going to appear balance more than off balance. I think it's going to be some things that is going to wait till a moment of time, like planning a minefield, like Uranus energy with assistance of everything about to line up. Especially with Virgo, I think it's going to be a minefield, meaning this state going to act here, this state, this state, this state, this person, like, is not 100% a domino effect as much as it's an activation, a sequential of activations that's going to happen in a certain time period. I really do believe that, especially with 12 days being stationed at 27, which that's a 9, and 15 is a 6. And in the tarot deck, the 6 is like the Lover's card, so we could add that back up there. And we're still fluctuating a little bit between the Hermit and the Strength card with the 27 with the 9 right there. So let me pull a couple tarot cards and begin to get a little quick message on what potential role and energy Uranus is adding to the agenda for when Jupiter goes in retrograde and Pluto goes direct. Now that Uranus is stationed and preparing itself for a retrograde pattern. What potential roles? 1 or 2 to start off with. We could take it from there. I don't want to bore too many people too much with me and my ways. I love it when my classical music come on in my ear while I'm doing tarot. This is a piece by Jean Francisco Pollard, major in D major 37. Check it out. I love that when I'm doing tarot cards, especially during the time I'm talking about Uranus too. Uranus is a very historic and type of energy. And this song goes quite well with it. And we got a 37. It's different ratio of the 1 and 9. But could it be 3 7s up here or could it be 7 3s? with on September the 2nd. Let's see if it has any kind of sequence going on here. Well, we do have a futon at 13 degrees, 37 seconds in Pisces itself. We have Neptune at 29 degrees, 0 seconds. We have Pluto at 29 degrees, 59 seconds. We also have the moon that's going to be at 9 degrees, 52 seconds. So that's the only one that really got the 7. The Lilith and the nose got 7s in them. We have some 10s. Well, Saturn has a 7. Saturn has 2 7s, 16 degrees and 25 seconds in Pisces. So that has a 7. And then the sun is at 58 degrees, 58 seconds, 10 degrees in Virgo moon, with the Futona being at 13 degrees, 37 seconds. So, I don't know. But, may I get a card is talk about Uranus role in this energy here. And then the song that's coming on now. Oh, by Sierra. Okay, we had a magician. So, you know, just like I was coming out and saying, you know what I'm saying, about Uranus. It's a masquerade party. You know what I'm saying? It's really a deep one. And so underneath we have fear. Okay, so we have our archetype energy, which is the magician. And then within the magician, the allied energy as the shadow card is fear. So how can anybody capitalize off of fear? Let's talk about an old biblical situation where people capitalize off of fear. So let's talk about when Moses and God parted the Red Sea. Right? So in this time of Moses and the people, the chosen ones that he was supposed to go back for, right? In this story, they was all chilling. They all sitting on the beach and all this good stuff like that, right? And they like, hey, Moses, you know what I'm saying? What's about to happen right here? Okay? What's about to happen? So they're looking at Moses with this kind of fear as the magician. They like, something gotta happen. You said God was been talking to you, like, make something happen. So then Moses, whether the sea dried up or the sea rose up, but either way it goes, the sea disappeared, you know? And Moses was like, there go our way. That's our sign. So the people was like, yo, you tripping right now, ain't you? No. And some people was like, no, we need to listen to him. We done came this far. Let's listen to him. So then other people started saying, uh-oh, the pharaohs and the people, they on our little tail. So majority of those people that's out there ain't fighters. You know, they not running around trying to fight. They ain't running around trying to, damn, where's my cigarette? They ain't running around trying to do a whole lot. So with them not really trying to run around and do a whole lot, it's like they scared. They scared to go across the beach where water used to be at, and they can still see the water waiting. And they scared that they gonna die on the beach, and they don't do nothing. And see the card that comes underneath of that is dignity. Another allied energy. And then the next archetype that shows up is what? The Sage. Uranus. Okay? So, having pressure in a masquerade ball. What is fear in the masquerade? Is the fear in the masquerade about when the mask fall off, who mask fall off, where are you when the mask fall off? But it's so many multiple ways to put it into a reality form. Maybe you at work, and maybe you trying to keep it together with your personal life and coping with different co-workers. Maybe you in a relationship that you've been in, and maybe you're going through a stage of your kids living a life of stress. You have a life of stress, and maybe you're tired of everybody. See, this energy could create anything because it's a masquerade ball. So it's like you're transforming within an identity and trying to figure out if this is going to be a new personality trait. And all of us aging, as soon as we land on this planet, from day one, pop out the womb, boom. From the time sitting in the womb, we growing, boom. There's nothing that don't stop aging. So what is the benefit in this? The benefit could only be defined in the future that you want to create for yourself. The future that you, yourself, destiny, your soul, and everything else, you got a whole clan with you anyway. Whether we want to nickname it real short and say Archive Records, or whether we have archetype names to put, or social groups to put, whichever way it works. I'm not here to go through all the list of the names, but more just to describe the energy that we about to walk in and hope people could cope with it. And maybe, to help you cope with it, to help you understand your neatness of what might be going on with you, or going on around you, when you can't help people in these everyday situations of life. And find a breaking point, That's what it's really all about. So, let me get a few tarot cards, because I think it's going to be very interesting. For me, it's like to relate and drop a little bit of my situation that helped me understand when I tapped in astrology. So, as I have grown, there's always changes, and sometimes in retrograde energy, there's a time of judgment of all parties, and like family history or family trauma in the current time. And when we're on a path to forgiveness, or whether we decided to kick people out of our lives, sometimes I learned kicking people out your life don't dissolve the energy. The energy is transforming because, first of all, we got to come to understand that this person got removed from our life because we had a disagreement on a change of energy. No matter whether it was positive, negative, or whatever, the disagreement means that me and this person or people was on different angles of the spectrum, where we couldn't come to the center of the spectrum to agreement besides parting and losing communication. So even though these things exist, everybody has their own life of living, and everybody got their own way of healing and trauma. So sometimes these triggers come back around in these energies. And sometimes we need to know how to stay full course and know the difference between the energy and somebody attentional. Sometimes where astrology helps me out at, it helps me understand the difference between the energy and always assuming that person is attacking me because it's so common to the energy that they deflect upon me once before. So let's see. So how can we cope up in this energy right here with this Uranus beginning this transit masquerade ball energy inside of this? And I have my 3 cards. So we have the World card that has come out. Okay. The World card. We have the 5 of Wands, which has came out. And we have the King of Wands that has came out. I don't see the shadow card yet. I had a card face down. So let's consider this. Who is our battle is among? Our battle is really among all satisfaction of worldly desires. Our battle is all into a experience on this planet. A curiosity battle of pleasure, happiness, right, wrong, choices, change. Because change is always constant. That is our common journey, our common element. And that's what the King of Wands is pointing at. No matter how many people have how many predictions or how detailed on what we're looking for, you know, I'm a general energy reading. You get a personal reading from me, I can get all up into your life. But when I read, it's like that world card. I'm reading for the world. And there's going to be many transitions that goes on right now. We're in the height of a political dilemma. We're in the height of an economical dilemma. You know, and what I mean by economical, we got more job changes that's coming. Different ways people need benefits. Different ways taxes need to get written off. So, in the pleasure of the planets, how do it keeps it entertainment going, knowing that we are living organisms. So, we feeling the energy of a masquerade ball. So, people who feel chosen or already believe they're chosen can be feeling very intense. People could feel protective over new people that came. Some people could feel more like teachers and they got to help society out and run to it. We're in a masquerade ball. So we're going to go through many identities right now. Mental health going to be very unique on the identities that are coming out, the conversations of the different people, whether it's all about angels falling down or demons falling down, or you want to call it a rapture that's going on. There's going to be so many themes that's about to come out because Uranus want these themes to come out. Uranus want these themes to come out because at the end, or when Jupiter began, we're going to start seeing everything a lot more clear. But think about this Virgo moon that we're about to go into. This Virgo moon going to be very thoughtful. Be mindful of your thoughts. Be mindful of the energy that you're obtaining. Embrace your anger. Embrace your feelings. Acknowledge your feelings. Acknowledge them to the point of why. Bring the questions within before justifying them without. And I hope everybody enjoy this message. And Miss Peaches is out of here.